Hey, what's up everyone? Ryan here, and I'm back with another College Football 26 Purdue Dynasty Mode Series video. Today, we're in week 5 of the 2026 season, and this Purdue Boilermakers team is coming off a huge win against Notre Dame, and we are now ranked number 4 in the nation. We're back at home facing off against the Washington Huskies. This is our first Big Ten Conference game of the year, and a year ago, we took on Washington in Washington, and that was one of the best games of season 1 in this dynasty, and it was so close. Now, I will say, this is a very different Washington Huskies team this year. They lost a lot, but they're still solid. I mean, listen, this is not going to be an easy game. I mean, we should be able to win, but only if we play smart football like we did last week. They're 80 overall, 81 offense, and a 79 defense. We're 86 overall across the board. And that game last week, I think, was one of the best games in this Dynasty series as far as play calling. A lot of variety, running the ball quite a bit, play actions, and we're going to do the same thing again against Washington. And I think we're going to be able to run on them. We'll see how it plays out. Now, it's going to show their impact player here as Nolan Ray. The reason they're showing him, he had a great game last week. I think he had like 150 rushing yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. So yeah, he's coming off a big game. He's 86 overall, 89 speed. So they're probably going to run quite a bit on us. They seem to be running more this year based on their team stats that I saw. But first Big Ten battle, it's never going to be easy. But today, we're going to be starting with the top stories, taking a look at the updated top 25, and then diving into the matchup with recruiting then at the end of the video. So I will have timestamps for you all, just like always, in the video description, and you can see the game start timestamp at the bottom of the screen. And if you all get some enjoyment on today's video, drop a like before you go. It really helps the channel, and subscribe for plenty more sports game content. Now, starting with the top stories, there are some big ones this week, starting with Maryland upsetting Wisconsin at home in overtime, 37-34. We'll see how that shakes up the top 25. That is a huge win. And that's not all. So a matchup is going on this week. Michigan, number 2, playing against Indiana. And Indiana did not have the greatest recruiting class, as you can see with their overall. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, you never know. Anything can happen. But I played in the big house, and that is almost an impossible place to play in. I've won like 1 game playing at the big house in college football video game history. So here's a big one. Frustrating for me. But Oklahoma went into Kentucky. We knew this game was happening from the top stories last week, and they dominated against my Wildcats, 48-24. Now Kentucky is unranked, and their hopes of the college football playoff are not looking good. Now, for the biggest upset of the week, Florida took down Alabama. And keep in mind, Alabama was the number 1 team in the nation. Florida went in, took them down 30-28 in a close battle. Rough game for Alabama. You know they're not happy about it because they have one of the best defense, statistically speaking, and based on their overalls. But Florida took them down. What a win. That is massive. And here's your look at the updated top 25 here in week 5. Oregon, number 1. Michigan, number 2. Miami, Purdue, number 4. Love to see that. Texas, Clemson. Alabama drop into 7 with the loss against Florida. Duke, USC, SMU, Penn State, Florida making out the top 12. So the first team out of the playoffs right now, I know it's early on in the year, that would be Florida. But Florida has a chance to win the Southeastern Conference. I mean, they made a statement with the win against Alabama. And then Georgia is sitting there at the 3-1 record at 13. Auburn is playing great football. Tennessee, like, look at the SEC. There are a lot of great teams in this top 25. This is going to be a fun year. The last team to make the top 25 is Ole Miss. And just for a quick update on the Heisman Watch, you can see the bottom right of the screen to see all the stats, but Arch Manning is leading the Heisman Watch here right now. Kenny Odom, number 2. Nico Amalueva. Rocco Becht from Alabama, no longer the number 1 team, but you know they're going to bounce back. And then Dylan Raiola there from Nebraska. And what a year. Look at him for Nebraska. 15 touchdowns already. 1,300 yards. Yeah, it's going to be tough for us to ever get on a player on this list. But you never know. Anything can happen. And it is time for our first Big Ten battle this year. Week 5. Number 4 Purdue Boilermakers at home versus the Washington Huskies. We're going to play this just like last week. It doesn't matter what the other team's overall is. It's going to be a tough game here in the Big Ten. We're going to try to play smart, limit mistakes, just like last week and get the job done. Let's see what uniforms they're wearing. So the all white, you already know what we're wearing, everybody. We are going the all black. We have to. It's been the uniforms that have carried this team. It's not the uniforms, but hey, it does help. And yeah, I'm going to stick with the 4-3. I know I thought about changing it at the end of the last one. Let's go with the 4-3 again, and we'll see. If I don't end up liking it, we may change it up, but definitely still running Purdue's playbook. It's time. Let's play some high-level football, everybody. We're going to run the football. We're going to do exactly what like last week, and I think we're going to be able to beat them deep on some play actions. That's the plan.
Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week.
Yeah, this was an epic game last year, but it was at Washington. So we need the home field advantage this year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies offense.
Now, we lost out on a couple of recruits last week due to allowing too many passing yards and playing styles, so let's shut them down.
What you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on.
Now, in theory, they should be running against us.
Expecting these types of guys.
Because based on their running stats this year, they're really good.
Week, those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice.
Popeye Williams got crushed. Good hit.
They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Well,
yeah, Popeye Williams got blasted there. Let's blitz him. Kind of mix up the coverage here. I like it.
Leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10.
Watch number 8 here. He might be doing a drag route. No. Pickett. Yes! Turned into him. Perfect timing. That is what our team does. We've got playmakers in every position. It doesn't matter. What a pick by Davis.
Really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe
we faked him out.
Some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide.
We rattled him. Carter Davis, free safety, jumping up. Turned into him at the perfect time. I know I shouldn't. I know I said I was going to turn into him much this year. That worked last week. I don't think I turned into a defender once last week, and it worked, but I needed to there. I did.
Hand off from the gun.
We should be able to do that all game. We should. Looking at their depth chart, we should be able to do that all game.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go.
That is the most open quarterback sneak ever. You're not going to put a nose tackle? All right, we'll take it.
Scores on the sneak.
You know our running back's not too happy. David Jackson hitting him with the gritty.
He decides to keep the football. He can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Running back gets all the way there, and then quarterback just sneaks it in. You know, it's just a given touchdown. Let's not risk anything. Listen, we almost got beat by Western Michigan. We're not risking nothing.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
I'll never forget that game.
They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone.
But look what it's turned our team into. It made our team better because now I focus up a lot more, right?
We'll start at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack.
Cover 2 man.
Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Looking to throw on first down.
Texas, he's wide open. We got hooked. I should never be on med coverage on anybody. I think we can all agree on that. Sim 3 pressure. That's on me.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45.
I think I can get pressure on the edge here.
Wants to go up top on first down. Here's a heat.
How is that not
moving out of
holding?
the pocket. And
Looked like there was 2 holdings on that play, honestly.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this
good
offense.
job. I mean, he cut it off. I think if he doesn't do that, that might be a touchdown.
Big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long
If I'm
way
them,
in deciding
I'm running this straight
and
up the
really
gut.
stopping
Quarterback
the other
sneak.
team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
There wasn't
Brian,
a lot of mystery on that one, guys. Just
we need a
simple
nose
QB sneak
tackle.
to keep this drive
I
going.
think
They've done
on
a good
4th and
job
ones,
so
I just
far
need to go to a
the entire
4-6.
drive, keeping the chains
Now that the
moving.
AI runs
Nice
that a lot.
execution on the sneak. Good
They
push
should
up
run
front.
it every
Quarterback
time.
picked the right side to tuck and run to, and
Just
we'll
like
see what
I
they
do.
do to finish off this drive.
Kidding me, team.
And a pickup of
How do we let 'em do
opens
that?
a
Okay.
world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Let's run a nickel
This is
two
one of the
trap.
things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive.
Screen.
Make sure they get to this quarterback and make him make.
There he goes. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line.
I read
Into
it
the red
perfect.
zone, and they have their
That's all I'm
eyes
gonna
on
say.
the score.
The tackle.
Plays like that, but just a
I just feel
second
like when
of
you hit the button,
hesitation
it
in
doesn't
the
do
defense to
anything
make
sometimes.
sure,
Do y'all
and
know
they're
what I'm
able to
saying?
take advantage here.
Does that happen to
And
you
they
all when you
use
play
the
this
great
game?
timing with this call, right? Like you can't call this
Like, it
play
just
all the
seems
time,
like
but you wanna
sometimes
catch them when
it
they're a
just
little bit
doesn't
aggressive, not
register.
thinking about it.
He didn't even
Nice
try to
job
tackle.
slipping the screen
I didn't even
behind
try to
him,
hit stick.
making
I
an
was just
easy
trying to
catch,
tackle.
and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
I
like the
just,
idea
I don't
by the
know. I don't
quarterback
understand
there, trying to
tackling
get this first
sometimes. It
down,
wasn't
so you
like
find
that
the
in
tight
last
end,
year's
see if you
game.
can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
I just feel like it doesn't register
Going to
sometimes. I
swing
don't
it
know.
on 2nd down.
Why did he?
Tight end.
Number 20 is supposed to be there. He's got to follow him. He was
He
there. He was guarding him. Then he just stopped. I know it's his zone, but you got to run with him a little bit longer.
To start this drive,
Watch
but they've
number
been
8.
relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Under fire.
We took down his route. I knew he was going to send it to number 8 on the drag. See, that is where I'm good at middle linebacker, is when I need to cover. It's the rest that's really rough for me in college football 26. In 25, I could do the other stuff. I just feel like tackling, I don't know.
A couple more downs here
I
to
don't know how to
stay aggressive.
tackle in this game.
Bring in the heat.
They had him. They had him. What a read by the quarterback. I never would have thought to put a spy on him.
On the line and gets down to avoid contact.
This
Let's do
quarterback
double
showing a lot of
bracket.
resiliency here on this drive,
Double their
because
wide
first
receiver
down, he
1.
got sacked. Second in California, he's able to scramble, and while he didn't get
Watch
the
the
first
screen.
down, he's able to get a little bit of it
Watch
back,
the-
and he's made this 3rd down manageable.
Touchdown,
Is
Huskies.
it glitched? Look at the
Grab
play
short
art still on the
pass to
field.
put the 6 on the board.
And this quarterback really does a great job.
Didn't
of
we have
seeing
two
the defense,
two
seeing what
cornerbacks
kind
on
of
him,
coverage
with the
they're in.
safety
And I
supposed
think
to be
when
in
this
the middle?
offense goes empty and they spread the defense out.
I accidentally
It
hit the
just
switch
makes it
stick
so
there.
much more
As you all
simple
saw,
for
I
the
was
QB
not
to see what
not
the
trying to
defense
switch
is doing
there.
pre-snap
I wanted to
and
stay
then
where I was,
post-snap.
and I
You
hit
can
the
tell
switch
he's
stick,
playing
and it
in a
switches
great
players,
rhythm right
and-
now because
Yeah.
he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
Hey, we know Washington has a better offense than defense. We
That
know
one
they're good.
bounced
Like,
through the end zone,
they
and
were
it'll
great
be a
last
touchback.
year.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They had to stand by and
Run it.
watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had
Smash
to
angle, I
fight
love
his
it.
way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pocket breaking down. And he
dropped it. That was a
it. It
great
looked
throw,
for
and not an
like
easy
that
throw to
would be
make
a
either.
catch, and he just got too excited.
Okay.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really
See how
good
Washington
job in this
does with
offense
the
of
slot
getting the
corner.
running back the football in the passing game. Just
Slot
let
pivot.
him make plays, let him
Slot
be a
corner
difference
is the
maker.
play I ran a
Ball
lot
get to
in
him
college football
space, so
25.
I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
Jackson will throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. Slings it downfield.
I feel like he
And
could have
trying to
caught
put
that.
points
I
on
don't
the
know.
board on 3rd down. Now
I
they're
don't think
staring
that
at
was
4th
the
down.
best throw.
The Boilermakers decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon.
Okay, I've got to wake up. I've got to wake up. Great first start.
In that victory last week, just called on one time.
Almost made him fumble. I tried to hit stick on the ball, hit him on the ball, but just not a good hit. Okay, yeah, we got to wake up. We got this. Come on.
Make this defense bow down to Washington.
Got to do better play calling right now. Offensively, that was a bad drive.
They tied it with a
And
touchdown
defensively,
the last
too.
time they had it, trying to
Hit 'em.
complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to
Let's start starting and twisting on them, you know?
About airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Watch the quarterback run.
Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down and run.
They should have been through. Their offensive line is not that good.
The freshman called his own
How
number
did
and
we
kept
get
this
no
drive
pressure
moving.
there? It looked like they were breaking through.
When you play man coverage, is
We
that if the quarterback
forced a
decides to
turnover on the
scramble,
same play caller.
there may not
Let's
be
try it.
anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything.
gonna be on the
back
line,
end,
try to
but
get some
these
pressure.
receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up because man
I jumped because I
against a
thought he was going to
scrambling
throw it,
quarterback
but I could have crushed
That's
him.
a really good decision by the quarterback. Don't take the sack.
I think we're going to get this quarterback by mixing it up.
Whether that was intentional grounding or not, because he's still in the pocket. I'm not sure that that's not classified as grounding, but they didn't call it. So you know what?
That was a
Nice throw.
perfect time for a blitz there.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Okay.
This offense is perfectly fine.
Let's
with
man
a little
up,
game
watch
because
the
they're gonna
middle,
make you tackle
and I'm
this
putting a spy
all
on 'em.
game
We
long.
have to.
They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your
They
assignment.
didn't like the look. That's smart to let it
It's
run
been
down.
punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this
We gotta
game as
boil
we
her
take
up,
a look at
everybody.
the first quarter stats.
Like, Washington is my nemesis. We've had no passing yards. Last year, they scored like 30 on us, right? And,
Got a
you know,
good
we
one
scored a
going
lot,
here,
but
and looking forward to keep those
needed a
drives
game-winning
rolling
drive
here
to
in the
win.
second.
Okay, I like a cover 3 cloud.
So they had a chance to talk
But-
over this third down play to open the period.
Gray needs to play further back. I don't know how to do that. I'm going to have to control him. Oh,
From
no.
the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone.
19's going to make that play. That's our best player. You better believe he's not going to let that get caught. That's Ashton Stance.
Well, you see them there taking the shot.
you all
I think the
nervous
thought
with me as the
process is,
cornerback
look,
over
we've
there?
had
You should
so
be.
much success
I just
early
didn't
in
want him
this
to-
game running
the cover 3
football.
cloud, the
Let's
weakness
see if
is
we
that
can now
in-between
take
area.
advantage of the defense
Just let it
throwing
go.
the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers
hitting them
are
with the
all
play
going to be
action.
playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this
This
drive.
might be a touchdown.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the right. And it's incomplete. If
Not
you're
a
gonna take
receiver,
hit
still
like
almost
that,
a
you
great
might as well
catch.
hang on to the ball. The margin
Their
for
safeties
error
did a good
is
job
so
of jumping back.
small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off
Motion,
to a good
stick,
start
and
in Big
nod.
Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts
Good
off
play.
this season.
I
Listen,
waited a
this is
while.
your
I
first
wanted to make
opportunity
sure that
in
linebacker
conference play
does not
in a
jump
major
up.
conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first
I'm looking at
And it's gonna
Morissette
be
and
taxing
Asamoah,
all
maybe the
season
running
long
back.
for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all
Wow,
those
that
West Coast
linebacker's
teams, these
closing
guys are
speed
gonna
was
be
amazing.
flying back and forth across the country. a
Remember,
lot this
we're gonna
year.
run.
They
I know.
have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
Jackson gonna throw
That's
it.
wide open.
He'll try to do it himself.
That's what we can do
He
this year.
gets the job done, picking up
And I
the
need to
first
do it
down
more.
and getting down. The Boilermakers are moving
Wait,
quickly
do
down
we have
the
a play
field.
action here? We do. Play action to Tuggle for a
Quarterback
touchdown.
making checks. Off the play fake on first down to throw.
Don't like any of them.
Fires to the wideout. And that
It was worth
pass
a shot.
incomplete. The defense got a hand
Once
on
I
it.
saw the defender turn around, I'm like, he's not going to intercept it. So
He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone.
needed
They did
somebody
a
to
really
move
nice
sooner. I was
job
trying to do the
closing
playmaker, get him to
window. The
move, but they
intended
didn't.
target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Now improvising. Oh, what a play intercepted.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass.
That's one of the best defensive plays I've ever seen.
This guy, unbelievable job seeing
Why
the
did I run it?
quarterback,
Because
breaking on
I
the
saw a
quarterback and going
receiver
and getting
take
that big
off,
play.
and I'm like, oh, it's just a, just throw it over. He's coming to hit us. No, he wanted us to throw that. He's baiting us into it. I think that's our first interception thrown of the year. I don't want to watch this. For a split second, I thought he was coming up, and no, he jumped back. He jumped back. That's
And
a terrible
Washington
throw.
is ready to go back on the attack.
No, that's such a bad read.
But man, what great field position this time.
Should have ran it, and I was going to, but when I saw him run down the field, I'm like, no, we can do it.
Opportunity to get some points and start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take
It's all right.
a shot
We got this. Come
right
on.
away and try
It's
and
not about the mistakes you
capitalize
make.
on
It's
this
about how you
field
respond.
They'll keep it on
Interceptions
the
are
ground to the
inevitable on the
right.
Gamer Ability
And
YouTube
he
channel. We
never
all
had
know
a
that.
chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much
It's a
penetration
fact.
up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
And the
Watch
running
that
game has been
quarterback. Do not let
disastrous
him
on the
go.
last couple of
I'm running
plays.
a
They'll
spy.
try to salvage the drive
That
on
works
third
too,
down.
Seabrooks. Come
Man,
on.
did he pay for it with that
Our
hit as he
defense is
got rid
keeping
of the
us in
ball.
this.
The Huskies will be
Offense,
forced to
we had
boot it
one good
away.
drive, the first one.
Second time today they've been forced to punt.
That wasn't a bad drive until the mistake. I don't know what I was thinking there. Clearly, I wasn't thinking.
Inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. The Purdue offense heads back out
Run
to
the
the
football.
field.
That's what probably all of you are yelling into the screen. Run.
One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
One block away by Tuggle. Tuggle holds the block for a couple more seconds. It's a touchdown.
Well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They'll run it from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is
mesh spot.
do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
Looking at Tuggle
That's
here.
why
He's
you
very
keep trying
fast.
Things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Jackson will throw. Gets it out fast.
Settle down.
The
I wouldn't
Boilermakers
fight too
pick up the
much. I
first
try to
down.
do a conservative catch
When you're
there,
a
like to get
playmaker
down,
this
secure
guy
catch.
is, your
Wait a
coaches are
second.
gonna dial up plays intended
Stop
for
the
you,
motion.
especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the
Oh, they
quarterback
jumped
was going
back.
with
Smart.
that football.
Okay.
All week long,
Never
they
mind.
decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the
Cannot
coverage
believe
is.
he
It's
held
not
on to
gonna
it. Hit a
go.
couple drops earlier. I
Nice
cannot
job
believe
by
he
the
held
running
on to
back,
that.
catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
I do like a play action here. Wait,
Looking
I
to
thought that was a
throw
play
on first
action.
down. Snagged out in the air. And a good job
Okay.
in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And
And a nice
second
job
and 8.
working the middle
I
of the
like
field.
a
I think it's so
draw.
important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Would that just be an... Where's the draw? Do we not have a draw? Oh, there. It's right there under draw. Oh.
Plenty of work to
You don't
do
say.
here
We
on
got 2
second
minutes and a
long.
half left. I think this will catch him off guard.
He'll do it himself on
What
the
a
draw.
call.
And he was able to
No,
shed a tackle
the
and pick
freshman
up the
tight
first
end.
down before they finally get him
So
on the
many
ground.
injuries already this year. It's
Well, the
kind of
offense is in
insane.
a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter
Just
what
run a
they're
direct
dialing
snap.
up, they're
Throw 'em
getting
off.
positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it.
Well, they were
And
ready
on
for
the other
that.
side,
We had
you're
time.
scratching your
You know,
head
it was-
going, what the heck can I do
Bruised
here?
ribs
You gotta
will be
find something.
fine.
The defense
Get
has
him
gotta
back
find a
in
way to
there.
create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that could give this offense something to think about.
Yeah, we're going to go into this. Empty base, shock,
Got
shape
stuffed on first
crossers. I'm
down
looking
and
at
second and 10.
Asamoah. He's back. That's good. And then Marshall.
Jackson gonna throw it. Out of the backfield.
Good thing I did a secure catch
And he
there.
goes down after making
I
the
like
grab,
a
picked
QB
up a
draw
few,
here.
But he's still short of the first down
That's going to
mark.
work.
And the Boilermakers really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
What do I know?
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down.
Empty quads. We need this play. Inside crosses. We need tuggle speed. We need tuggle speed there. Get over quick. Feed them the football. Just like that. Yep. Easy first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down,
time.
the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
He'll pull it down. Got room at the 35.
What a run and what a block. Did you all see that block downfield? Was that Tuggle? That was a fantastic block. And I want to run that same play because Tuggle, he was open.
To the air on first down.
It is a good thing that defender was manned up on the running back. I thought he was, but then I was like, oh, is he going to stop? No, he was looking at the running back. Look at him. He never was looking at the football. In pass in Madden, past Maddens, this year it's a little bit different. That's an interception for a touchdown. In college football, in the older college football games, the defender didn't have to see it to pick it, right? So that is one of the best changes you could do. If you're not looking at the football, you can't make a play on it, obviously, but throw it away. They can in video games a lot of the times.
What you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
I know what to do.
And I really like that decision by this
Let's
quarterback.
hit
Listen,
the
you've
slot
got a
pivot.
lot of downs here.
We're
It's
gonna
first
do
and goal.
what we
You're in
did
scoring
last time.
position. If you don't feel
What
comfortable,
we
throw
did
that ball
last
away,
week.
live to fight another down.
Jackson will
Yep.
throw.
You just change it to slant when they're in that pre-read. It's almost automatic. It's not automatic, but almost.
Work it on in for the score.
Finally, a good drive. We had a good first drive, and that's our second good drive of the game. We're back.
Man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up.
Boiler up.
Keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And I know our team is built for the read option. I can't read them. It's all on me. It's a personal problem. I cannot read a read option. It's every time I read it wrong. So that's why I do not run read options. I know technically we can with our quarterback and great running backs. It's just I can't do it.
Colorado is ahead early in Boulder, but that's not exactly Cordell Stewart out there. This game is a long way from
They
being
have
over.
2:10 left. Let's go into
They're up by
dime.
10
Unless they
over
might
Utah.
just run out the clock. We'll see.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know
no
about it
way.
this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes
Okay,
final.
never mind. They're just going to run it.
Not a whole lot of room there.
No,
3
they
yards,
probably
maybe.
could have been
Second
catching
and
us off
7.
guard there.
And the Huskies want to crank the tempo.
Why am I
Looking to
corner?
go up top and time's running out in the half. Took a shot as
You know, he didn't know he was in double coverage there, so he should have thrown it. But if he would have known that was me and not the AI, he would have thrown it.
Why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's
Watch this.
affected.
We gotta
him.
run
He
a
has
spy.
not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got
tried
to
to
be
strip
better
it.
to help this guy out.
I should have been
They
right
get him
there
on
in
the
that
ground
zone.
Late in the half, they have the first down at
Spy.
the 41. Looking downfield on first down. Complete downfield. Across the 50-yard
No,
line
Mickens
on
was
the
hurt a lot
huge
last
pickup,
game
and he's
too.
out of
We didn't know he was
bounds
going to
at
be
the
injury
45.
prone, but we're supposed to have a receiver
Now
right
a
over
first
there
down from
in
the
that
45-yard
right where that
line.
play was caught. That's interesting.
Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in.
I'm
It's
not
Ray.
quite sure what that busted coverage was, but somebody messed up.
Involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
I didn't put a spy there for the first time. The quarterback recognized it. They're going to get in field goal range. Bruised
Well, you know,
ribs.
the game
A
of
lot
college
of bruised
football is
ribs
always
this year.
evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual
You
threat
know,
quarterback.
we
You're
can't
seeing
stop
two
them right
great
now.
examples in this
4
game
seconds,
so
they're just gonna
far.
take the field goal.
Both guys
I'm
can hurt
surprised.
you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you
I'm actually
running it.
really
It's been
surprised.
the running attack for both
Let's
of
block
these
it.
guys that's been the big story so far.
So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. This field goal attempt
We
is
missed
going to be
Rael,
an
right?
even 50-yarder.
They made it. You know how hard that kick is. It is so tough, and they just made it look easy.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking
Let it
that field
go
goal gives them
and
a
hear me
little
out.
bit of a
I know
jolt,
the
a
last
little
time we
bit of
did
a
this,
boost
we
of
threw an
momentum they
interception
can
for a
carry
touchdown.
with them into the second half, and there's
But
a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
we're going to go with the play we had a lot of success in the last game. The 9-8-6 switch. A lot of last-second touchdowns. It helped that we had a 99-speed receiver, but we're going to try it.
Jackson gonna throw it. Here comes the heat.
No, let's
He's
get
gonna
down.
take off.
There was a little space, but it also could have been a pick six. So, yeah, I'll see you in the second half. Solid first half. Washington played tough.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Ross Age Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here.
You know, it wasn't the greatest middle part of the first half, but we did respond. Defense is playing good. We need to allow less yards, obviously, but overall, solid game. Could be better. Yeah, could always be better, but let's get back to what we did last week.
And here comes the offense. They'll put this
Run some play actions. Run it. Play smart.
From the back. They'll open this
Run him over.
with a run. Finds that crease, and he's got
I actually don't know if he can run people over it.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground.
Yeah, I wanted slants, so that's why I went to quick pass. I'm looking at Tuggle here.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to buy time. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Complete to the left.
What a play! When Taven Jackson gets on the run, he is dangerous.
Man, I love this offensive
Sometimes
approach,
dangerous for the other team with that interception alert, but
continue to do what
wow.
you do. Find those one-on-one situations.
What a route.
Continue to stay
That's
aggressive.
why I wanted slants for something similar to that. So now let's do a play action because we've ran it a lot on first down this game. Hit him with the old play action. Let's do a PA will. I love it.
After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the grab.
Beautiful.
I love offenses and quarterbacks
And
that are
short-sided.
willing to take the easy
Let's do
stuff,
another
take
play
those
action.
Easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive.
There's two
yards.
options here,
Yeah, I'm gonna take
Marshall
big
and
shots
Joyner.
down the
Those are
field
probably the
too.
ones that are going to be
But
open.
don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5.
Marshall,
3rd
nobody
and
on
5
him.
than it is when we start getting those long yards.
Play action!
Motors into the end zone.
Get in!
Touchdown, Boilermaker!
Man,
Boiler
find
up.
your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Almost roughing the passer there if that DB actually hits us, or maybe that was a defensive end. But, you know, last week was very similar. A rough first half, right? And then just second half game plan just improved right away. And that's what good coaches do. You live, you learn, you make mistakes, you respond, and you get a touchdown to start the second half.
Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get
We
loud
built a
when their
national
defense comes
championship
on the
team. We
field?
know the pressure that's at stake. We cannot lose a game. Well, you know,
And it'll be a
hopefully we don't
touchback.
lose.
The ball
We still have
will
to
come
play
out
Penn
to the
State away. But even if we
25-yard
lose
line.
one game, we can still win it all. We
Huskies
built
have
a
it back,
championship
trying to
team
make this
in the
defense
transfer
bow
portal.
down to Washington.
We got to win.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
It's simple as that. We've got to win.
Takes the handoff. It's Ray.
Come on, make the hit. Yes.
He's knocked down
The tapping
behind
A
the line of
minigame,
scrimmage again, and this
what
just
prepares me
hasn't
for that
been his
is
day.
all my time of playing the
Nowhere to
WWE
run.
games. I love the
Well,
WWE
it's a negative
games.
play trying to
I
run the
can
football,
I
and
can
think if you're
rapidly
on
press
offense,
the A
you gotta
button
be
to
thinking
escape
about throwing
a
it.
submission
You're
in a
trailing
heartbeat.
by a
So
lot. You
I
gotta
consider
get back in
that
this game. You
that's
need
like
tempo,
they're trying to
and
submit
you
me
need
in
explosive
WWE.
plays through the air.
Ryan Gamer's never been submitted here on the Gamer Go to YouTube channel. He's never lost to a submission.
Back to pass. Under fire.
Yes.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Now
this is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire
cover for
country.
drop.
They're so good situationally, and they understand the
Play the
importance
sticks.
of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations.
He lobs
That's a
one
pick.
high down the left
I'm not changing
side.
to him.
He's got it at the 20.
That's
He
one of our best
flips his
corners.
field in an instant,
If
and
I
he's
change
got
to him, I'm
set
gonna
up
mess
at
it
the
up.
20.
I've done it a lot, and I can't believe he did not pick that off. I should have changed to him, but my percentage is not very good.
Motion from the wide receiver.
How does he not make that play? We have great
Out of the
cornerbacks.
gun, the inside handoff, looking
Like,
for
does
a
that
crease.
not shock
And
you
there
all?
was
That should have
nowhere
been an
to
easy
go,
play.
just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pressure coming. Oh, he's
Yeah,
got some
we
space.
needed to send 4. I didn't really want to put a spy there, but I will put a spy here.
And the Huskies.
I'll
come
put
to
the
ball, trying to pick
blitzer
up
as
this
the
third
spy.
and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Alston. He's there to make the
Okay.
stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. The Huskies start flying down the field.
This might be a pick. Just wait for it.
They'll run
they're
it
gonna
on
run it.
first and goal.
Which that works
They
too.
keep
That's a
feeding
formation
him
to
in
stop
this
the
running
run.
Game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. After getting nothing, it's second
run a
and
spy.
goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And
Yes!
the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
That's an area of the field the quarterback just cannot take a sack on. Second down inside the 5-yard line. If it's not open, you just got to throw it away, because now you've backed yourself up even further. It's going to be even harder.
We gotta get more
to throw this
cornerbacks
thing
on the
into
field.
end zone or to score a touchdown. That's going to be a learning opportunity for this young man.
Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Into the end zone.
Pick that! Okay, I at least turned into him, make a play. I didn't trust him after he missed that play earlier. What a play. Would he have picked it if I didn't turn into him? I don't know. I still knocked it down. I just didn't trust him.
Just drives it between the uprights.
That's a huge stop. They should not have been moving that well, but hey, we stopped him.
Team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal.
I'm beginning to think that our defense is a defense that's going to allow a lot of yards, but a defense who can also force turnovers. Let's go to a play action pass here. Let's go a play action motion DA counter. We've actually ran the run play out of this a lot.
They'll send the back in motion.
In this Dynasty series, we've ran that play a lot. That's wide open up the middle, maybe for a touchdown. Beautiful.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
I'm going to hit him with another
This has
play
been
action.
a real fun
Why
game to
not?
call, guys, because we've got 2 quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of
Good
get
try.
the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
Okay, let's go shot,
Guys out of the backfield now,
shake
it's not just
crossers,
run the ball downhill
and,
anymore. You gotta be
well, with
versatile.
this
I gotta
look,
be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can
it
do
should
that
be
right
open.
there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Quarterback feeling that
I thought they were
pressure, and he's
bluffing
knocked
the
down
press
at
men.
42.
Clearly, that was not a
This
bluff.
offense is going to have to come up
And
with a plan
yeah, it's
to
good
block
play
this
call
guy.
by
He is an
them.
absolute
They've been
monster.
bluffing a
He
couple
showed you all
times,
his
and
tools on that
yeah.
sack.
Let's send
Now,
Tuggle
a
deep
lot
here.
of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up
Why
fourth
was I
down.
running around?
This
What
game
was I
just
doing?
feels so
That's
different
all on
than it did in
me.
the
He
first
was
half.
open.
After that incompletion, now
The
setting
pocket
up
did
fourth down,
not
they only have a
collapse.
one-possession
We
lead.
had
Things were
time.
looking so much better
And
earlier in the game.
I just know
They're
our
gonna have to get
quarterback
it
has
together
mobile
throwing the football
resistance.
if they want to win this game.
He was so open if I step
The
up. I gotta remember,
Boilermakers
that's what
will
I
try
get
to
myself
pin
into
them back
trouble
with the
in
punt.
when I'm a
This'll be the
mobile
second time they've
quarterback.
had
The
to
same
kick
thing
it
in Madden
away.
when you watch the Madden series. When I'm a mobile quarterback, sometimes I go out of the pocket too soon, and it leads to something like that. A wide open receiver that if we're in the pocket, it's a simple throw. Just because our quarterback has mobile resistance does not mean we need to move.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'll get things
we got
started
this.
on this drive
Come on.
from the 24. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Hit him.
I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be.
Do we run a spy? If we run a spy, we have to sacrifice a defender, right? Like, I just don't want to do that. I mean, a blitzer.
From the gun, the running back has it.
Or a rusher.
Works his way to the 41,
pass rusher is what I'm trying to
give
say.
him a first down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off. But
beautiful, perfect.
If they are going to crawl back in this one,
I tell you, Washington is tough. They played tough last year. They're playing it tough again this year. And, you know, I just feel like our home field advantage is not as strong this year. I don't know what it is. I feel like last week it was in the second half. I just don't feel like the home field advantage has been huge. But also,
one more period to go to see who can make the
some
winning
self-inflicted
plays and
wounds
come
today.
home with the victory.
So I think we have to run a cover one hole and we put a spy. I think that's the way we got to do it.
To the ground with
quarterback. I was hoping he was going to hold on to that football. Read option. He was going to get his world rocked upside down.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative.
You all lock them down here. There is no way this can be a first down.
Nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah,
Play the
defensively,
sticks.
though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven.
Yeah, I mean, look, the spy was like, okay, covered sack. They had all day. That's the problem, only sending 3. That's the problem. But our secondary is supposed to be that good, and they were there. Popeye Williams. Got him in the transfer portal. He was in a spy. It's like, okay, if the quarterback's going to do that, I'm going to go rock his world.
Washington sends out.
Listen, our defense has been playing good. Like, we can, you know, offense has had its struggles today. We still put up 21 points, but we should have been able to put up about 35. But, like, our defense, although we've allowed a lot of yards, we have made some great plays, and this is when we just run the football.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have
Okay,
been
did you all see that block, number 62?
And there's obviously no need.
That was incredible.
I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart.
Wish we had a power
Make
roll.
your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Looking for room.
But we have the best center in football. Best center in football. Why did I stop running the football? You tell me. I don't know. I love to throw. Hit him with the gritty there, Justin. Justin Marshall's so good.
Cruising toward a 4-0 start.
But what about our blocking? I mean,
that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that
our
last
center just crushed that
miss?
defender.
And you saw it on that play. Once
Listen, that was their weakness. Their secondary is not too bad, as we've seen. The weakness is their run game. They can't stop the run, and I knew that going into this. We ran early on and then started throwing, getting away, and we tried to run, and we were... My big problem, when I start to run and it doesn't work, I love passing so much that I just start passing. I'm like, okay, it give me an excuse to pass. You can't abandon the run that quick. But we were running some good play actions. I'm not saying it was a terrible called game up to this point, but I feel like we could have been up by about 40. Maybe that's an exaggeration. You're always your own toughest critic, right?
I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 30 over Texas State. Just another week of
They're going to be throwing out. I think we got to run a spy every time.
Where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. From the shotgun, they'll run it.
That quarterback, I just wanted to keep it one time with me on the edge. Just keep it one time.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Just making sure they play over
Back
top.
in motion, try to clear the picture. From the gun, the give, looking for room.
It's like he knows where I am, and he knows I'm going for the quarterback. And
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a
we should have been
3rd
doing
and
this the
long.
whole game.
From the gun, wants to pass. Fires.
Pick that off.
He's got it. He's got first down yardage across the 50.
Is that Gray? I think that's Gray. Gray has not had a good game.
Right back to the line.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution
Tried to turn into him because earlier not turning into him kind of messed it up. But he was playing too far behind. Yes! That's what I wanted.
Stopped
Welcome
in the
to my
backfield.
world.
He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Looks as if
I
we
love
have
to
an
hit
injury on that
quarterbacks.
last
Who
play,
doesn't?
and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. And
He had him too.
On his first attempt.
Wow, he had him.
Unfortunate with that
Cover one
incompletion,
contain is the
quarterback
play.
and his intended target, not on the same page.
The Huskies need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on
Oh,
3rd
we just
down.
got crushed.
He lofts one down the sideline. Another incompletion.
I was going to say,
on
if we don't
3rd
knock that down,
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long. You know a pass
No,
is
I'm not
coming.
changing a thing.
You worked
We're
on it
doing
all
cover
week.
one spy
Get your
again.
feet set at the sticks. Understand that quarterback's got to be rushed. Get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
He'll loft one deep
Pick
down
that
the left
off.
side.
Good job. And
And
look,
it's
look at him
incomplete.
just
The long pass
shove him
downfield, they
away.
couldn't hook up.
In the situation we're in, down 2
Gray
possessions,
made up
obviously
for his
had to go for
mistakes
that one.
today.
Because they're not able to
He
come up with
just
it, it looks like they're
annihilated
gonna
him.
be
That looked like a
stadium
clothesline.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field.
We're going to have to get Christian Gray into WWE when his football career is over, right? Oh, my.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Breaks the tackle. Now the line
This is
going
what we
on
should have
there.
been doing the whole game.
And every coach in
He's so
America
good.
has a plan for this
He's got
situation.
shifty,
The
too,
first
so he's
4
so
minutes
quick.
Of the game, the last 4 minutes of a game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like
I was not expecting
Run
our
that
center to
clock.
be, I know
Get a
he's
few
amazing.
first
I
downs,
just
and
wasn't
I can end
expecting
this
him to
football
do that
game
good.
on offense.
The
Run it
Boilermakers
right up the middle,
come to the
right
line
behind
on
number
3rd
50,
down,
or
trying to keep
59.
this drive alive. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down as they march
There's no
down
way
to
he's
the
only had the ball
4-yard
8
line.
times. That must be our...
Here's
No,
this
there's
offense
no
with a
shot.
fresh set of
We've run it a
downs.
lot, right?
They'll give it to the back.
Right?
Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. Defense
All of you
uses
are
a
shaking your
timeout
head,
quickly,
right?
trying to get
No,
that
Ryan.
ball back
Right?
and preserve time
Yeah.
for their offense.
Quarterback, I
3
guess,
on
maybe.
first down
But
and
look,
2nd and
watch this.
7. Let's send the tight end in motion. They'll run play action. Here's a heat. With the catch, it's Marshall.
How many of you all thought that was going to be an interception? Usually when I say watch this, you better be watching.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards.
They've stopped the slot pivot
Instead of
good
running the
this
ball a
game.
couple yards
So
up
did
the
Notre
middle,
Dame
you just
last
spit it out
week.
wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even
But
bigger.
you can't stop it every time. Marshall is having a day. Better teams run away with games in the second half. Great second half last week led us to victory. Great second half this week led us to victory. Boiler up. Do you want to win or do you want to
How about this
lose?
squad,
Run
man?
the
Looking
football,
good again.
Ryan.
Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
We went after offensive linemen in the transfer portal for a reason. We can unlock the run game. We went after running backs for a reason. We can do both. We truly can. Cover one, contain. Good luck. Quarterback, I want you to come my way again. I dare you. I'll rock your world.
Give to the back.
Running backs, see, I'm not as good at tackling them.
Behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing.
If we
happening.
run a
Not
cover
physical
one
enough at the point of
spy
attack.
the
They're
entire
being
game, their
swarmed.
quarterback's
They
not
haven't
going to
had
know
the
what to do.
balance
He wouldn't have
necessary to
known.
win
I don't
this
think
game,
they
and
would have
that's why
scored
they find
a
themselves
touchdown or a
trailing
point.
late.
RPO, smart to throw that. I wanted to hit him so bad. I think I did hit him though. Wait, that's not a spy.
Down by multiple
But where's the
possessions.
spy?
They
No.
can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Makes the grab.
I tell you, number 83 is amazing. Covius Merriweather has had a game. He has carried them. I feel like they've thrown it to him every time. Where's the spy? What happened to our play?
Looking to throw again. He's going to run it. Good execution.
That's a backup
They move
quarterback.
the sticks, and they've got it
There's
at
the play. Cover one
33.
contained spy.
Washington
Yeah, they got their
coming to the
backups
line
in,
with
don't
another
they?
first down.
Or maybe the quarterback got hurt. Unless I'm going crazy.
He'll keep it
I
himself.
believe their quarterback was number 8, right?
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow.
I don't
at
think my
second and
memory is
7.
that bad. What are we doing?
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still
Clearly,
running.
I'm changing the plays somehow on accident.
Second down, they'll go to the air.
Hit him!
Under pressure and down.
We had
he goes
we had
at
our
the
golden
33.
chance to crush
And
that
the
quarterback,
Huskies want
and
to
I
pick up
just
the
messed it
tempo.
up.
On third and
Hit him.
long, try to convert.
Yes!
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Ryan, you're like,
Just
Ryan, are
no
you
choice
okay?
here. The
You
offense
really want to
has
hit
stay
quarterbacks.
on
You
the
better
field,
believe it.
down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt.
Favorite thing.
Fires toward the end zone.
Pick that off.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball
That was one of the
there, and
best
just
deflections I've ever seen. He had it, our DB smacked it down. All of our DBs have good ability to break up passes, and it showed right there.
What a feeling this
Run
has
the
to be,
football.
David, in complete
Actually,
control
nil
and
it.
headed
Yeah,
toward
that's game.
victory formation.
We did it.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple
What a
minutes
second
left in
half.
the ball game. Well in hand.
Wow,
These are the
thank you all
ones,
for
Jesse,
believing in
like
me.
to just run the clock,
Rough
take
first
the lead,
half,
whatever
but
you
hey,
want.
No doubt.
we
You're
got
gonna
it
love
done.
Watching this game film too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
Hey, our defense is a second half team. Look at our defense. Only 3 allowed in the second, 3 allowed in the third, 0 allowed in the fourth. Defensively, a great game. Did we allow a lot of yards? Yes, but we had big stops for field goals. And look at that. We scored 7, 7, 7, and then 14. Good teams know how to run away with games. And we are a great team this year. We're better than good. We have all the skills, all the talent to win it all. This is a national championship team, and we're going to lose most of the talent this year. So we better win it all. This is one of those one-shot seasons. It truly is. Like, there's a lot of pressure on this team because we know this team is going to look very different next year. We could have a good transfer portal again, right? But, I mean, a lot of pressure on this team. And 35-13, boiler up, everybody. The Boilermakers fan base got our team fired up. Home field advantage was there. I think I called them out that game, right? Well, they said, no, we got you. We got you. They had us. 4-0. And what a start to the season. 347 yards passing, 176 rushing. Quarterback had a good rushing game. Justin Marshall dominated in the rushing game. And offensive line, everybody. That is why we won. That was their weakness. Run stopping based on looking at their depth chart. And it showed today. Should not have thrown that interception. That was a terrible decision on my part. I don't know what I was looking at. I thought he jumped up, but no. He jumped straight back, guarding the route. I mean, if I would have lobbed it, yeah, but I didn't. And yeah, big mistake. But quarterback learned from it, and we were better after it. 14 for 22, 171 yards, 3 touchdowns, that 1 lone interception. Rushing was the difference maker. Marshall, 9 for 85 and a touchdown. Jackson, 8 for 54 and a touchdown. We have a great run game, and Kobe Martin didn't play a lot, but still, he did good. The problem was, these numbers should be way up, right? I should have ran more, and we all know that. Yeah, hindsight's 2020. I even said it was the game plan going in, but as soon as the run play stops, I just want to throw it. And Justin Marshall also had a good game receiving, led our receiving, 6 for 67, 2 touchdowns. And defense, they really stepped it up. Mickens had a couple sacks. I had one of those, I think. Seabrooks had a sack. Williams and Harkless. That's 5 sacks, the most sacks we've had in a game this year. Previously, I think the most we had was 3. Good tackles for loss from Mickens. This is why we went after Mickens and Williams, and also the reason we put Seabrooks there as a defensive tackle. We knew they could make a difference. We also had Carter Davis with that huge interception as well. And who had the rough day? That was Gray, but honestly, Gray played better towards the end. So we can give him credit for that, but he's better than that. He's better than that, and he should be able to intercept those footballs. And maybe in the future, as he gets more into a rhythm with this team, more team chemistry, he'll start having more picks. Maybe I'm not putting him in the right position. I feel like he should have been. But yeah, I'm going to pause the video, take a look at a couple highlights, and then we'll do recruiting and take a look at the road ahead. You know, it's not about the mistakes you make, and I think that's a perfect game for that. And also the Notre Dame game as well. Like, I feel like I have a short memory, and that's a good thing sometimes, especially when you make mistakes and you maybe don't make the necessarily best play calls or the best decisions. But if you get rattled, it's going to affect the rest of your game. But what I'm good at is just leaving that in the past and moving on to the next one. Yes, still remembering it and trying to learn from it, right? Now, that game, I recognized that I stopped running the football, and we should have been running the entire game. And I feel like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I was doing. You know, you could still run on second down. I think I had this mindset. They stopped us on first down, no running on second down. And yeah, that's not good. And Justin Marshall deserves the player of the game there. You better believe it. He played fantastic. 35-13 victory. I'll be honest, I never knew this showed player of the game. I've never actually went through and looked at the post-game summary on this page. I never have. Maybe one time, but I always forget. You can see the yards here and everything. And you can see the conference standings there. First conference game, we get the win. Washington falls to 3-2. It's time for recruiting here in week 5. We shouldn't have a lot to do here. Now, yeah, so I was right that those hours just go back to us. So we probably should have removed them, but the playing style is improving. No, I don't think we abandoned them. Because look, Shamir Royal, we're close. We have a D-. We're close to C+. I know we can't spend any hours on them, but we still keep them on the list, right? So I'm glad we didn't remove them from the list last week. D- to C+. I don't think we're going to beat Miami, but we'll see. I don't know, though. Miami might have lost the playing style, too. Look, their playing style is low. So is that Navy there who got the most influence? Yeah, I feel like playing style is going to be tough for a lot of teams. We have 100 hours. And let's see what we got. Jeremiah DePalma, a route artist wide receiver. And we are already hard selling. We have the perfect hard sell, and it really is working. Look at that influence, and it's our 4 pipeline. We could probably go ahead and welcome him into Purdue. Monk, a speedster wide receiver, competing against Notre Dame. And did the sway work? Oh, it wasn't a sway. It was a sway. And it worked. Yes, it did. That is huge. We did a couple sways last week, and that one worked. So now we hard sell. That is amazing. It's always so satisfying when you get a sway to actually work, right? Conference legend. All A pluses now. When they don't work, it's very frustrating, right? Because you waste all your hours. Here's another one we swayed as well. Did the sway work? The sway did not work. Yeah, it did not. Okay, now do we give up? Let's see. No, we don't give up. Georgia has a visit in week 6. So, well, we have an A+, and a C+. But we know Georgia has an A+, and A+. So, you better believe we better keep trying to convince them for proximity to home. Something about, he does not want to be in Fort Wayne. Just doesn't want to be in Fort Wayne. We can't schedule a visit in week 6 because Georgia already has it. We could do Wisconsin since we know they're going to get that influence, but I don't know. Can we beat Georgia outright? We can if we all have A+, right? If we win the sway. I don't think we abandon it yet, and well, that's week 7. That's no, it's not next week. We can still schedule this visit unless another team swoops in. Wow, that's close. That is close. That is a tough decision, right? If we lose that game, Let's just not lose. No, I'm not doing it. We only gain, look at the influence you gain. Almost none. It's almost worthless. It's too risky. Just hope the sway works. So Zay Mixon, East to West playmaker, battling against Michigan State. Let's see what the sway did. Did it work? A+. No, it did not. It did not. We're trying to get him on conference prestige. He wasn't having it. I don't think we'll give it up yet. We had one sway work, and we're leading. The reason I'm doing this now is because Michigan State has the pipeline, and Michigan is right there. And we do not win the grades against them, right? Okay, so we're going to leave that. Ben Lucien maybe, athlete, backfield threat, and yeah, we're dominating. We don't have the other influence. We don't have the other interest unlocked, but yeah, that's awesome. Cole Stokely has a visit with Boise State. I'm not too worried about visits this year. We don't have many home games left, and we're already hard selling, and it's really working. Look at the pitch results. That's awesome. Okay, so moving on to Christian Hollister, Mississippi State. I don't know what they're doing. They're hard selling is what they're doing. They had better interest, and we tried to sway. Did it work? To coach prestige? It did work. Our sway worked. We had 2 positive sways. That is amazing. So now what we can do is go ahead and remove both of those. Mississippi State is hard selling. Now we have a really good hard sell. It's not perfect, but it's still really good. Right there, A+, B+, A+. We could go to playing time, but I think A+, B+, A+ is good against Mississippi State. Does Mississippi State have better coach prestige? I don't know. I'm going to hope no. They do have the pipeline advantage. They have a visit scheduled, so this is one where I will schedule a visit, and I'm going to schedule it against Maryland here next week. Yep. And we're going to go, what's deal breaker is conference prestige, right? No, championship contender. All right. Well, we have that. A+. Brian Bryant, right edge. So Yale must be hard selling right now, and they have a pipeline boost over us. Playing style is an A+ right now. Probably sacks, right? And we don't have any positive interest right now. So see, they've already unlocked the interest. They've gotten lucky. We have not gotten lucky, as you can tell, and that's tough. Now, is there a way we can predict the hard sell? Let's see. Almost impossible to predict the hard sell because it could be this one, right? It could be team player. We know it has to include playing style and one of the other question marks. Can't be that. Every player is a perfect sell, right? Can't be that. Can't be that. Nope. It could be that. That would actually be good. So we can't predict it. You really need 2 interest. We may lose because not getting the interest. That's painful. We could schedule a visit, and I think we should. I'm going to do it. I know we have a wide receiver coming in that same game, and let's lead with playing styles if we know that's an interest. And that's not going to change next week, I don't think. Terrence Lenovoy, right guard, well-rounded, championship contender. A lot of these battles are getting really close now, and we have a great hard sell. Hard sell is unlocked now. Go ahead and start it. Championship contender, conference prestige, and proximate home. That's down here. Yeah, right there. Conference legend. A+, and a B. And make sure we max out with extra hours there. So now Harvey Paxson, cornerback boundary, competing against Illinois. And, ooh, we have a bad hard sell. But we're getting more influence than them. Wow. We don't have a good chance to sway, though. Look at it. Like, we don't. We're not going to win a sway there. Maybe a visit. Is that a complimentary visit with a edge rusher and a cornerback? It doesn't always show up. I'm going to say yes. And conference prestige, well, we have that. Where is it? Right there. We're going to try it. So we need to schedule visits sometimes. We better win against Maryland. Ben ya boy, cornerback. We are doing good on this recruit right now. We need another interest. Playing style, that, you know, I hate when I see playing style. It was great last year for the transfer portal. It's the only reason we have this team we have. but we may lose out on a lot of recruits because of it. Okay, I'm not going to schedule a visit yet. Harvey Jones, Will linebacker, championship contender, deal breaker. And yeah, we're doing great. We don't need to change a thing. Yeah, it's going really well. A+, A+, A+. You better believe we are hard selling. I don't even think we need to hard sell, but if we hard sell, we might lock them in. We have a lot of players who like conference legend, right? Matt Hearns, cornerback, boundary. Remember, we have a lot of cornerbacks leaving this year. That's why we're still going after cornerbacks. And I'm going to stick to those hours. Now, I'm going to spend hours on Reggie Felix now. We know proximity to home is something he likes. But yeah, we're just going to add some hours. You know, he's on our list. We want to stay in contention. And maybe we get lucky. And we can't do anything with the two that have playing style deal breaker, but we're still number one on both of them. If we continue to stop the pass, it's going to be passing yards allowed. We'll be in good shape. So a lot of visits scheduled, a lot of pressure on next week. We have 5 hours left. Do we have anybody who we need 5 hours on? I don't think we do. Yeah, I don't think we do. Okay. We'll just save those hours. Not going to hurt anything. It's not enough to scout, is it? 5? Maybe it is, but okay. 35-13 victory. Let's see where we move. We're number 4 team in the nation. We'll see if we move up. That's a huge victory. It is a home win, so it doesn't have as much weight as winning on the road, but still, it was a big win. I mean, 35-13 against a good team over there, and it's a conference win. So we're number 2 now for Hollister there, still Mississippi State. I believe that's Mississippi State number 1. Yeah. We're close, though. Look at how close that is. First. Gained a lot of influence there. Okay, so gained a lot of influence on a couple of them, but this one concerns me. Look at Illinois. They've unlocked more interest than we have. We have not been lucky with the interest there. And I just love the recruiting. That's what makes these dynasties so fun, is the recruiting battles and the transfer portal, right? Look what we did last year. Next up, we face off at home against Maryland. We don't have many home games left. Wow, the stretch of away games in the Big Ten, Penn State's one of them. That's going to be a nightmare. We better win every single game. We better win this one because of our visits, right? We got to win this. Let's see what Maryland's record, or not record. We can see that 2-2. They're 1-0 in the conference. We're 4-0, 1-0. They're 77 overall. Let's not overlook them. Western Michigan, everybody. Just that's our reminder. Western Michigan got us focused for the rest of the year. What a win today. And thank you all for watching this video to the end. If you got some enjoyment, drop a like. It really helps the channel. And subscribe for plenty more sports game content. And also check out some of the other series. In the meantime, while you're waiting for the other one, a lot of different career modes going on right now. If you like career modes, you like sports games, this is the channel for you. At the time of recording this video, I haven't fully decided on an NBA 2K26 series, but that video, if I do start that series, it will probably start on the same day this video goes live on August 30th, 2025, but I am undecided on NBA 2K26. We'll see, but I do want to mention that. But I'll see you on the next one, and as always, have a fantastic day, everybody.